Hello, my fellow ranters and ravers. I hope you're doing fantastic. I know I am. Today, I got pretty pissed off at lunch. One of my friends, he's in wrestling, and the wrestling coach came up at lunch and sat down right next to him, and I guess my friend was complaining about some other kid on Twitter, you know, completely unrelated to school and the coach, completely. Now, the teacher was like, oh, so what are you saying on Twitter? And he was just kind of explaining to him, even though the guy's being asked, because the coach already knew what was being said. Anyway, so now the coach was like, you know, kind of like hitting him and just, I guess, messing with him. And then at one point, he actually took the kid's arm, being my friend, took his arm and put his behind his back and pushed it to the point where it was forcing my friend on top of the lunch table so he wouldn't be in so much pain. And I'm sitting here like getting pissed off because this is going on for 10 minutes where the guy's doing it. And the assistant principal is standing in the front of the cafeteria with a police officer. And I sat there and watched as I keep saying teacher, but everyone's correcting me. So coach, because I guess coaches aren't teachers. They don't teach anybody anything, which I think is false because they actually teach people to do sports. But whatever. Doesn't matter, I guess. So he kept looking at the assistant principal and at the officer, you know, making sure he wouldn't get caught. Because obviously he knows he's doing something wrong and that he shouldn't be doing what he's doing. And I'm saying, this went on for 10 minutes, and I'm just like, everyone's laughing, and I'm just like getting angrier, like, how does this guy think it's okay, and how is my friend okay with this? So when he left, I'm like, are you okay with this? He goes, oh yeah, it's fine. I'm like, a coach should not be doing this to you. He knows he shouldn't be doing it, and he's doing it anyway, and you're okay with it. He goes, oh, well, we're friends, it doesn't matter. And I'm like, it does matter, it's not okay. And then he was just trying to justify this teacher hurting him. I don't know if it's because he actually sees him as friends or if the teacher was screwing around. It didn't look like it. Coach, sorry about that. Yes, coach, not a teacher. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Because I already explained that. So, I lost my train of thought. Okay. And he knows he was messing up because he kept looking at the assistant principal. So I don't know why my friend is trying to justify this teacher hurting him. And he just kept saying, well, you don't know him, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I know him. A teacher should not be putting their hands on a student like that. And they said, well, in the state of Florida, a teacher can hit a student. I'm like, that sounds like bullshit because no one would allow that. Okay, spanking is allowed in Florida and some other states, but I'm pretty positive that the Sarasota County it prevents it. You're not allowed to do it here. And besides that, it says paddling, not putting hurting your student and forcing them onto a table because they're in so much pain. And we looked it up, and I said, are you trying to say this is corporal punishment? They're like, oh, yes, it is. I'm like, that's not corporal punishment. Corporal punishment is if you screw up in class, and you're disobedient to your teacher, and then you can say, all right, you're going to get paddled, and you get punished, and that's it. Now you go complain on Twitter that's something completely irrelevant to school, and then your coach comes and injures you at the freaking lunch table. I don't know how he's going to sit there and tell me it's okay. And I said, this isn't right. He goes, what am I supposed to do? I'm like, you go tell the principal. And he said something about some AP or whatever, standing there, and then one of the teachers was hurting him, and they were all laughing at it. And of course, it's the one guy that works at a school who's higher up. He's not going to do anything about it. I keep hitting the mic, sorry. And I told him he needs to go tell the assistant principal that was in front of the cafeteria that this is going on, or the principal of the school, because obviously it's not okay, which is why he kept looking at the teacher when this was going on. Why he's trying to justify himself being injured, I don't know if he's scared, I don't know if he actually thinks it's a joke, or if he just doesn't give a shit. Obviously I do, but I said, fine, I won't say anything if you don't care, so then I guess I won't care, which I pretty much lied because it's bothering me so much. Have there been any incidents of a teacher harassing you in some sort of way, whether it be verbally or physically? Let me know, because I'm curious if this goes on anywhere else at the school or my school, your school, anyone's school. Let me know. Thank you. Have a good day.